What up, man? I'm looking for some superstars like you to play in some showdown events. Let's go play some 3-on-3.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Texans coming up next.
The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. And coming out with them, it's the rookie, their second-round draft pick. Allen gonna throw to get things going. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's gonna end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Hunter wasn't going to be denied on that one, Mike. And here's a guy that even though he's found a new home here in Houston, and what can we say about this defense that D'Amico Ryans continues to put together, but he continues to produce at the same level we've come to expect from him. 16.5 sacks a year ago, and he adds another one right here.
The Bills offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. In motion, Shakir. Now Allen to throw on second down. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. First and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On second down, here is Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd and 5. One more time going up top with Allen. That's over the middle and taken in by Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Buffalo.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter, but that was their third attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're...
Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offense.
The Bills' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick throw here is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. Valdez-Scantling on the move. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Allen going to throw again. That's taken in by Shakir. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a third and 2. Josh Allen on the bootleg. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The Bills' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Here's Allen to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
In motion, Shakir. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. A tight end in motion now. Allen on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back in...
This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Valdez-Scantling on the move. That's to Kincaid once again. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Bills first down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Now Allen on, and they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Danico Autry, the veteran, in to bring him down.
And Autry just continues to produce at such a high level everywhere he goes, and this Houston defense just seems to be getting better and better. Autry signed with Houston this offseason after an impressive 3-year stint in Tennessee, and those are the kind of plays D'Amico Ryans and this defensive staff envisioned when they stole him away from a division rival. After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Allen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
This offense making its way back on the field, led by their wide receiver. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Allen from his own end zone. A quick slant here, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Here's Allen. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to...
In motion, Shakir. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Again, it's Allen to the air. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Buffalo.
To throw again, it's Allen. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Valdez-Scantling on the move. Play action. It's Allen. That is caught at the 3. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Throwing again, it's Allen. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far.
Second down.
And it draws the flag. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. In motion, Shakir. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. One more time going up top with Allen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Valdez-Scantling on the move. 3rd and 2. Now Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Bills. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bills.
Valdez-Scantling on the move. They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Allen going to throw again. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Valdez-Scantling on the move. They'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. He'll try to... And he's into the end zone. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
They'll run with Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Cook. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Now a first throw here in overtime. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. He's going to look for the home run ball.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
So it's a win here for the Texans. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory